Hi everybody, this is the website boy again with another great tutorial, and I think this is the best one I've made for this series here. We're going to be building a mobile phone or tablet navigation with Bootstrap, meaning that it's not only going to be responsive just to the width, but it's going to be responsive with JavaScript. All right. So basically, users are going to have. I'm going to show you exactly what it is in a couple seconds. I'm going to show you the live demo. But basically it's gonna use JavaScript to pop down a menu when users click on it, and when users are on the phone, they're not gonna see all these menus that we see in the website, of course, because the phone doesn't have that real estate. But they will see a little button there, and when they click it, it's gonna drop down with navigation. All right. So we're gonna learn how to do that without doing programming languages, because Bootstrap is going to help us out. For those of you that want to know how to navigate my course, this is how you do it. If you are new to my channel, you need to click that subscribe button right there so you don't miss out on the next video, which are going to be awesome. And we're going to jump into the advanced series pretty soon. All right. So you want to make sure that you subscribe right now. All right. For those of you that want to do everything like me, I use Sublime Text. You can use whatever code editor you want. But if you want to do everything like me, that's how you do it. Sublime Text or install the Emmet plugin. All right. And for those of you that for some reason cannot install this software, go ahead and download Notepad++. It's free for Windows, or Text Wrangler for Mac. Please, guys, I know that some of you forget, but this is very important for me. When you click on that thumbs up, it gives me a like, and that means that you guys like my videos, and it gives me a lot of motivation to even make a lot more, because I'm noticing that it's helping out. If it's not helping out, I don't make more. But if it's helping you guys out, I'm gonna keep making a lot more to teach you everything I know about Bootstrap. If you want to download my exercise files, in the bottom of this video there is a link. Click it. Go to my website, thewebsiteboy.com/snippets. Download it from there, and that way you can do everything just like me in the screen. You don't need to, but I recommend it. All right. For those of you that already like my videos and you do it all the time, guys, you are my life here and online. All right. You do everything to actually show me that you appreciate it, and I'm very thankful for it. All right. So today I'm going to show you how to do a really, really, really simple, right, but very powerful navigation for mobile devices. Let's go ahead and start doing it right now. Let me show you exactly what we are doing. Let's open up folder, Bootstrap folder. If you don't have that, go to the bottom of this video and go and click on the link there to download it in my website. All right, to download the code. Inside this exercise file that I provide to you, you will find something called responsive navigation.html. But I got this file here also. I want to show you what we're going to be doing. So we got this navigation here, and when we minimize it, then we get this little link here, and then when we click on it, we get the navigation. And this is for your mobile phones or tablets or whatever other people are going to be visiting your site. This is for mobile devices. All right, really cool stuff. And this is accomplished by doing JavaScript, but because we got Bootstrap is going to help us out, and we don't need to write complicated programming languages to have something like this going on in our site. So let's go ahead and learn how to do this right now. So first, I'm going to use this navigate. This is what the file that we're going to be using. So you're going to be looking for this in your exercise files. You double click it, and you're going to see something like this. This is the navigation that we have been using throughout our site project, right? So if we minimize this, we're going to see that it looks really bad, and we need to fix that. We need to make it look nice like the one we got here, right? So let's go ahead and do that right now. Now that we got this file open, let's open our editor, co-editor there, and let's drag this responsive navigation.html into it. All right. So minimize this. That way we can see this going on there. This is the navigation, which is right here. And what we're going to be doing right now is creating another div, a couple divs here. All right. The first div that we're going to be creating is something that is going to be for our button. Gonna be for the button here, and inside this button we got to do a couple other things in there. So let me just show you how that works right now. All right, so let's create a div, and we're gonna give it a class of navbar header. If you don't know what I'm doing, this is your first time watching my videos, just to let you know, I'm using a plugin that does this for me. Once I write this little code here, I press tab and it does this for me. This is the Emmet plugin, which is really cool. And you can watch how I do that in the first videos of this series there, and see how I install this with Sublime Text. Anyways, let's go ahead and do that for those of you that already watched my videos before. Inside this element div with a class of navbar header, we're gonna create a button, and we are going to define this button by saying type button, right? And then you just got to give it a class of, let's just make this bigger so that way you can see what I'm doing, right? Class of navbar toggle. All right, and then we need to give it another attribute called, and this is an HTML5 stuff attribute, data toggle. All right, and this one needs to be collapse. All right, and then we need to give it another HTML5, which is going to trigger the JavaScript. And this is called, if you see any data target elements, attributes on any code that you see, is JavaScript. Basically is what HTML5 uses to connect with JavaScript. All right, so we're gonna have an ID somewhere in our an element with an ID of collapse somewhere to open up the whole thing, right? And we save it, right? Inside this button though, we still have to write other stuff in here. Let's just bring this down here, and let's just write some other stuff, right? Because we have other things inside a button. We have icons inside, and the icons that we got are those little lines here, and we need to specify that here. So we're gonna do this like this. We're gonna create a span with a class of icon bar, and then we're gonna create this like, I think 3 times is fine, and let's see if that does it for us. There we go. All right, if for some reason I went too fast, this is your first time and you're using another co-editor, just pause it and copy this. All right, all right, so now that we have that, let's just go ahead and put this up a little bit. All right, we need to come down here and wrap this up in another div. All right, to link it with our JavaScript right here, right? So this div is the one that's gonna be having that ID called collapse. All right, so let's go ahead and create a div with a class of collapse, because we got to make it look nice, right? And then we just do another class called navbar. Again, if you don't have the plugin, it's okay, just wait for me to finish and then copy whatever I'm doing. Collapse. All right, and then we're just gonna grab this div, take it out from there, tag, and put it right here, right? Wrapping all this around. Now we also need to give this div another, let me just, that's fine. Let's give it an ID also of collapse, right? Because we need to link it with our JavaScript on top. Collapse, and this is the same as this. That's why it has a pound sign right there, right? All right, and then we go back to it. Let me see, refresh. We already have it. You see, it's working. So right now, just with the small code that we did there, we created a responsive navigation that is adaptable, right, to whatever device we are on, and is also responsive with JavaScript. Look at that. We have the little bots here, and we just click it, and we have our menu here. Isn't that cool? Just a little bit of Bootstrap, and we already did that. So we actually we created a button here, a element with a button inside that has the JavaScript, right? So when we click it, activates JavaScript with some icons inside just to give it these little lines there. That way we have something to look at, right? We could put anything else in there here. You can put other things in there, but icon bar is pretty cool. It looks good. And then once we create this element with this button inside, we created another element, right? That is going to drop down our menu. It's going to wrap our menu right here. It's wrapping our whole menu. and it's connecting with JavaScript right here on the data target attribute. And once you click on this, boom, it activates this one here and brings down the menu right here. So that's how we are able to create a menu, responsive menu, all right, that is adaptable depending on which device you're on, and you use a JavaScript with Bootstrap. All right. So thank you so much for watching my videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like it. And we are almost done with this series, and we're gonna go jump into the advanced tutorials on Bootstrap. So that's why you need to subscribe, so that way YouTube can actually let you know every time I upload one of my great videos. All right, very easy to follow. And remember, guys, I love you very much because you like my videos and you comment, and it's a really nice community out there, very nice people out there. So I want to give you my best, and I'm trying. So thank you so much again for watching my videos. I'll see you around, and again, don't forget to subscribe. All right, guys and ladies, bye bye.